Everyone, welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to talk about Chainlink. We're going to look at Link on the weekly chart, the daily chart. We're going to look at resistance levels, support levels. We're also going to look at the Gaussian Channel, see what it's doing there, and see what it's done in history that could be repeating. Like Link likes to move in similar ways and harmonic patterns, so to speak, ebbs and flows. That's what Link does for its whole history. Let's see what it's saying now. So if you like the content today, give us a thumbs up. You can do it right now. You don't have to wait till the end. You can subscribe to our channel if you feel like it, if you like the content. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, Patreon. Everything's linked in the description below. Let's go ahead and get started. Link on the weekly chart. Currently, we've been pretty low, right? Nice move up the past 24 hours or so. We're currently right above. This is our 100-week moving average, 100-week EMA moving average. This is our 50-week in the green and our 21-week in the yellow. To get super bullish again, we want Bitcoin and Chainlink altcoins to be above their 21-week EMA, which is currently still way up here, just shy of $24. We're going to get to these as well. This is our downtrend that we've been in since our fall. We need to get above this one. That'll be step one. Well, maybe step two, because step one would be to get close above our 100-week in 3 days, 7 hours when we close this. So we want to watch that. That right now is around 1530. We want to close above our 100-week moving average, step one. Step two, get above our downtrend. That would be step two. Now, just because we break it doesn't mean we can't go back under it. So if we get up in here and say we reject off the 50-week, we want to hold this line as support when we come back down. That will be the sign that we could potentially be turning around for the long term to the upside. So we want to watch that. Look down here. This is our 200-week moving average that's just now started to make an appearance. If you look at longer term coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, those have all kind of tested the 200-week at the ends or at the bottoms of the full-blown bear market. So that doesn't mean we're going to go down here this time, although some people were calling for that a few days ago. I don't think that that's going to happen anytime soon, but maybe in years from now, at the end of our bear market, which we can get to later, but coins like to test the 200-week. You can kind of keep this in the back of your mind. Coins like to test the 200-week, kind of the bottom of the bear market. Bitcoin did, Ethereum has. But maybe this is, $20, $30 in a couple years, right? This could trend up over time depending on how high Link goes. So that's another story, another time, but let's zoom out here and look at our previous kind of downtrends and all of Link's history. Look at these orange lines. So like I said earlier, we have to not only break out of these, but even if we do, we can still come back under. We have to wait until we're holding that as support. If you can see down here, we finally hold and close above that and then move out. And then even so, even after we move out of this, look at this. Back in early days of Link, back in the 40 cent, 20 cent, we break out of this trend line once, twice, and we still come down, and we don't go back below it. And that's when you're going to have a more sustainable move to the upside. So fast forward to the next one, another downtrend. And we held it as resistance for, again, many weeks. Finally break out of it and just, blast off zone. We come back down, still okay, holding that 50-week moving average. Again, we have our pandemic drop right here. We held the 100-week perfectly, back-to-back weeks, before moving on again. Fast forward to 2020, when we made our nice $20 Chainlink top, local top. Come back down, we actually hold the 21-week this time. But look at once we break out of that downtrend, where we don't go back below it. Fast forward again. We do our final capitulation last December to right again in our 50-week. Hold that perfectly support. Going back up. Now we're at our local, where we are now. So far, we've almost tested the 100-week on our big drop on the May. We tested it once, June 21st. We've tested it again, July 12th, the week of July 12th, and now we're testing it again as support. Wicks don't really matter. You want to hold the bodies above their moving averages. That is the key. So we have three and a half days. We need to close above our 100-week to not be out of the woods, but our first big step towards being out of the woods, okay? This is, at least we're finding the compass. Goldilocks is finding the compass in the woods. The wolves are behind us, okay? We don't want to fall back down to the wolves. We have to pick up our compass and start making our way towards that way. Okay, so, all right, so you've seen on the weekly. Let's remove our downtrends and let's go to the daily and see what we got. Our daily, what do we want to look for? Well, so far we've really held this 21-day EMA as resistance. When you flip over to, if you're newer, if you flip on these charts up here on the left, if you're on the weekly, this is the yellow line would be a 21 week. If you're on the daily, it'd be a 21 day. So they change based on the time frames that you're looking at. So if you're on the minute chart, what is this? 21 minute, you got it. So right now, since our big drop, or several big drops, our continuous big drop, we haven't been able to really get above that with conviction, right? So we got to watch this over the next several days, today, tomorrow, the rest of the week. If we could somehow close above this, that would be another nice sign. That's currently just shy of $17, $16.90. That'll start moving up depending on price. We want to see this continuation up the stairs. We have to start turning these around. You want your moving average sorted out least to greatest. We're sorted out greatest to least. You see this? There's a 200, 100, 50, 21. Go look at any time that any coin is making massive moves. They're sorted out least to greatest. 21, 50, 100, 200. Holding support on the 200 again, multiple times. So let's go now and look at our Gaussian channel and see what that is showing us. So the Gaussian channel you want to look at on only the 5-day. This is a kind of a really nice indicator. Not a lot of people use or know about, but I love it. It does, anytime you're out near the Gaussian channel bottom, go look at Bitcoin or Ethereum. Anytime it's near the bottom or slightly under it, those tend to be the buying opportunities of the life of that coin before moving up again. Now look at where we are now. You're going to hold this top, all three of these lines, the top, the middle, the bottom, will act as support and resistance as you interact with them. Once you break one, you're likely going to the next. The evidence is right here. We held it as support for several weeks. These are 5-day candles now. We finally get under it and close, and now we're testing this one. We held it only for 1 week as support right here. And then we broke it and closed our next candle under it, closed that. So where you're likely going? To the bottom of the channel. It doesn't mean you go straight to it, but more than likely over the next several weeks to months, you're probably going to test the bottom, which we have. Look, we even got slightly under it. How far under it did we go? I'm asking for a reason, and I'm glad you asked. Let's check. Roughly 3% is right. It's right there. It's hard to get, but it's roughly 3%, right? 3% under that Gaussian channel. Has Link ever done that before? I'm glad you asked. Let's go back and look. You could see our support perfectly back in history on that median line before going out to the upside, but has it ever been on the bottom? Look at this. When we initially came back down in our bear market, the start of our bear market, 2018, doesn't this kind of look pretty familiar, what we've just done? And look at this candle. We have to zoom in here. We have to zoom in here and see what we've done. Look at this candle. Look how much we went below the Gaussian channel. How much, you ask? About 3%. 3% again. 3% under the Gaussian channel. Coincidence? Maybe. But Link does like to rhyme with history. It does like to move in cyclical patterns. Okay? So it doesn't mean that we're holding this and we're off to the races again. But look at this. We're just slow grind up. Prices are still slowly moving up. It doesn't mean we can't come back down, as you see here. But we're still holding this as support. This is support. We had one candle close outside of this, and then boom. That was it. If we turn red, which I'm not sure we're going to, but if you ever see the Gaussian channel turn red, you want to wait for price action to get above your channel, and you want to have two things. You want to have price action above the channel and it turn back green. You don't want to be buying if it's still red. After the price is above, right here, for those that need Need me to sketch this out. This is your sign to buy right here. Amongst other things, right? You want to use multiple indicators to have confluence to confirm everything else, right? You don't want to be trading off of one indicator or one pattern or anything like that. You want to have many indicators, many things in agreement, but this would be a big one. If your price action gets above your Gaussian channel after turning from red to green, that is your go time. And as you can see, that doesn't mean prices just explode after that, right? We have to have patience buying macro for the macro term. You shouldn't really be, in my opinion, you shouldn't be investing in crypto if you can't live without your money for at least 1 year. That'd be minimum. I would suggest 3 years. 1 to 3 years at minimum before you even put $1 into cryptocurrency. So I've been doing this for almost 5 years now. I've seen it all. I've been through a lot of stuff. I've lost a lot of money. I've lost my life savings twice. I refuse to give up because I can see what crypto is going to be in the future. And so instead of investing more money, I invested in myself. I invested in education and learned the charts. And that's how I got to where I am today. Made some good moves after I was educated, and that paid off nicely. I now do this full time. I don't do anything else. I work. I'm trying to help you guys prevent making all the mistakes that I made being the dumb money, so to speak. So I'm trying to convert more dumb money to smart money, if that makes sense. So I do these just for you guys. I have nothing to promote you. I don't have any coins. I'm never going to, shill you any coins that I wouldn't personally invest in or haven't been invested in. Pretty much my whole list is over here except for Doge. I just do that just to keep up on the memes. I don't condone investing in Doge, but all these others I like. So if you see them on my list, I like all these other coins. So that's it for now. We can do the car of the day if you'd like. It is none other than one of my all-time favorites, the McLaren 720S. I would love to get one of these someday, and if Link gets to, several $100s per coin, I'm gonna pick one up. So we'll see next bull market. Let's get up there. What do you think of yellow? Yellow? I got a silver one too, so I might do a YouTube short later with maybe both, one or both. McLaren yellow. So that's it for today. I appreciate you guys. Let's do a quote of the day real quick, which I forgot to do, but I'm gonna pull it up right now. Maybe this world is another planet's hell. Hell! That is a good one. Maybe this world is another planet's hell. You ever think about that? I didn't. I love quotes because they can be interpreted many ways. You don't have to interpret the same way as your buddy next to you is. I don't know. You tell me what that means. Yeah. We shouldn't have done the quote. I wasn't prepared. I forgot to pull it up. Let me know what your pray tell interpretation of that is. Aldous Huxley. We don't have time to look him up. You've already wasted 14 minutes of your life that you're never getting back. That's Chainlink for the day, though. Let me know if what your thoughts is on Link. Are we going up? Are we gonna get stopped out? Are we gonna get hit by this resistance on the 21-day, just shy of 17? Might be good to, I don't know, maybe you're in the long term and you don't care what we do for the next several years. If you're looking to maybe take some profit, maybe wait and see what this does, set a stop loss. I'm probably not. I'm just kind of in it for until we move back up to all-time high levels. So patience, buy in at good levels, and then you're not worried. People that are pissed off and worried right now are people that bought in at, $40, $50. Stop doing that. Follow me and I'll help you. We gotta stop buying up here and start buying when everyone's calling for ridiculously low numbers. That's when you buy, right here. So follow us again. Give us a thumbs up. Twitter, Telegram, Patreon, all down below. I'll see you on the next one. 40 gold stars today. We're getting up there. You'll get to 50 someday. It's just not today. Try tomorrow. Thanks, guys.